ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Into the air right away is Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed, because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Murray. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send Beckham in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And you think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Well, that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to next-gen stats. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. But he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd down, Cook. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Ordinarily, when you're backed up this deep, most teams like to play it on the safe side, but not these guys. They took a big shot downfield and wound up hitting it for a big play. Back them into a corner, they come out swinging.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals hit 9-3 here on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation. But instead, they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Murray again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, his 6th touchdown of the season. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen off the play fake. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cook up the gut. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Murray going to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some space here. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground, and here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. Before tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now. It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Cards go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's got some space here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Sliding out of the pocket. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Beckham will go in motion right. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? But can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On play action, Allen steps away. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Murray. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here, and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Throwing again, Murray. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It's caught. Beckham. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up third down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to third down and making a play there.
Murray now. And he fires one, but incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here's Allen to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 48 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Allen. Uses the stiff arm, and he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired?
Touchdown, Bills! So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Slot man moves right. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And a short gain here down to the 22.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, it's Allen. It's complete to Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
2nd and 8 coming up. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Allen now on the sneak. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's 4th. They're on 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. It's caught by OBJ. And some room to work. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Come on. Come back. Big ace.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Cook following the penalty. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now Allen. And give him 10 that time, as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Allen. That's taken in by Knox.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Allen. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Again, it's Cook. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. This from long, very long range. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Allen now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Allen. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just 2nd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. Now Allen again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they'll send the tight end in motion. A give left side to Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Allen. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance, knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
2nd and 10. Here's Murray. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This to potentially get out of here with a tie. And he got it. It's good. They answer with a field goal of their own to send this game into sudden death. Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. Let's keep playing. What do you say?
Fine by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Allen. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and very rarely in the National Football League you tie. But that's what we had here. Each team with a field goal in the extra session, but nobody could separate.
I'm glad you went in that direction because I thought the next thing was going to be, and sometimes it rains, but that's not really the case here, right? Look, if this is college football, they keep playing. You know, they're going to break that tie and continue to go how many overtimes it takes. Postseason football, we're still playing. But it's the regular season. You get one extra period to decide it. This one, we get field goals on each side. And guess what? The end result's the same. Tie, off we go. Let's move on to the next one.